Show. It's the Real Chat Daddy Show. It's the Real Chat Daddy Show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show. Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. Glad to be with you guys on a I don't know what type of Tuesday it would be. The weather was not bad today. We did have quite a bit of sunshine here in the Chicagoland area, but it is still in the 40s, high 40s or low 50s. But, you know, spring is here, and hopefully it'll get warm very soon. I have another great show planned for your viewing and listening pleasure this evening. April is National Stress Awareness Month. So tonight I'm going to talk about a few tips that you can do every day to help rid some of the stress in your life. Easy, simple things that will not cost you anything, but things that will help you to invest in your overall well-being. And then on social media, what has been trending is that actress Paula Patton. You guys would know her from her roles in Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, Warcraft, and Two Guns. She did a cooking video recently that has gone viral of her frying some chicken. And with her frying this chicken, it's a mess. So we'll talk about all of that tonight. Sitting in the co-host chairs are one and only lovely, the amazing Miss Kay Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. Good evening, Karen. How are you? And welcome to the show. Hello, my dear.
Hello, Chat Daddy, and good evening to our viewing audience on the 5th of April, 2022.
Yeah.
I can't believe now we're in spring. Officially spring sprung on the 20th of March, but it seems like, you know, the flowers are coming up and trees are starting to sprout. So we'll just take things one day at a time.
Yes, we will. Hopefully, you know, it'll get warmer. I think next week they're saying that temperatures should be in the 60s. I know we're expecting quite a bit of rain the next couple of days, which the rain helps for everything to blossom and bloom. I know the grass in my area is starting to come up. I'm noticing other things are peeking out the ground a little bit, and the temperature seems to be a little bit, you know, higher than freezing. So that makes a great difference, and hopefully spring will be here very soon because I'm ready for spring. That's all I can say. I'm ready.
Both, sweetie.
Yes,
You and
yes.
me both.
So how you doing today? Is everything good? You feeling better? You look great.
Well, think as you do as well. You know, still slowly, not 100%. I may be 90, 91 because I still feel the cough coming in. It comes and it goes. But, you know, we were talking before we came on air that this time last week, it was rough, baby.
Yes.
Rough.
Last Tuesday night, we both were like, hello. Yeah. Last Tuesday night, I thought we were on our way to the upper room because we were both.
I tell you, but you know, it's a new week, it's a new day, and so I know you're getting better, I'm getting better. So each day it gets a little bit better.
Okay, very good. Well, we have a lot to talk with you guys about tonight. Today is National Deep Dish Pizza Day. And so this is the day that is celebrated, that lovely, delicious pie. Are you a deep dish person? And what is your favorite type of deep dish pizza?
To answer your question, yes. And I haven't had a deep dish slice. It's been over a year. And of course, my favorite is Giordano's. I just love their deep dish with sausage and cheese. But I haven't had deep dish pizza in a long time. So, you know, I try to stay away from it because I like to watch my weight. But, you know, I may have a slice this summer. Just have to be in.
Yeah, one of my favorites is, I like Giordano's as well too. But when I do a deep dish pizza, to keep it on the, as they would say, less calorie side or not so many calories. I love a great spinach and shrimp pizza.
Oh, yeah.
With lots of veggies on it, or but I do love sausage. Here lately, I have been getting sausage pizza, turkey sausage pizza. So I mean, I don't know, we'll see. Hello, everybody. So glad to see you guys.
Hey,
Hello,
Brandy.
hi, Brandy. Good to see you tonight. Janet said, I love thin crust. I love Connie's pizza. I like Connie's pizza as well, too. I belong to their frequent buyers program. Giordano's deep dish. I prefer thin Italian fiesta, though. Oh, boy, I love Italian fiesta. I do. Ooh, yes, I do. I really love Italian fiesta. Yes, absolutely. All right. And then today is also National. Now, some people say caramel day. Some people say caramel day. How do you pronounce it, darling? Is it caramel or is it caramel?
I'm caramel, so that should tell you right there. When people, it's funny, when I was doing the online dating back in the day, men would ask, describe yourself. I said, well, if you like caramel, that's who I am. They're like, oh my goodness, yes. So I pronounce it caramel.
See, all right. So you would be more caramel, if anything.
Caramel, that's right.
Yeah, I'd be nougat filled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that too.
I'm more nougat filled. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you bite into me, I gush. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Goodness.
Yes. Yeah. So yes, today is National Caramel or Caramel Day, depending on how you say it. What do you like? Cake. How do you like your caramel?
This is a family show, so I'm gonna be nice.
Dipped in it.
That's right. Caramel cake is instant diabetes, Ms.
Yes,
Brandy.
it is. Yes,
right.
it is. Yes.
And my mom made the best caramel cake.
Really?
Yes, she did. She was, again, I'm that sweet potato pie woman, but she was the cake woman. She had like 7-Up cake, pound cake, caramel cake. I actually like caramel in like the nougats. Where is that? I can't think of the candy. Oh,
Fannie Mae?
No. It Mrs. Werther's.
Yes. Okay. I love Fannie Mae. I love let me see. Brown Sugar Bakery's caramel cake. Her cupcakes are great. Then I love caramel apples. And then I love caramel flavored creamers. I love caramel flavored creamers. So so yes, that's one of my favorite things as well too.
Okay, yeah, but I love Miss Werther's originals.
Okay,
those are so good.
Okay,
so good.
Oh, those are the hard candies.
Yes, but it has caramel around it, and the nuggets.
Yes.
What you talking about? That nugget?
Yes, honey, the nugget, just like me. Yes,
yes.
Bite it, and it gushes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes,
that's
the gushy stuff. Yes. All right. Well, as you guys all know, we are a health and wellness show, and each and every night we give you the latest COVID-19 update numbers. Even though, everybody's acting like the pandemic is over and nothing is really happening, there are people who are still testing positive for COVID. There are people who are still sick and battling with COVID. So this is not changed. So let me give you guys the latest information. Illinois Department of Public Health announced that we have 1,798 new cases of COVID-19. Unfortunately, we have 34 related deaths in the last 24 hours, and our now statewide positivity rate is now up to 2%, 2%, where it was in the 1 point something. Now it's 2.0%. IDA notes that all daily death reports on weekends and the beginning of the week may be low as Illinois Department of Health and local departments move away from reviewing and processing COVID-19 death records over the weekend. These deaths will be captured in the sequential days. So that 34 deaths could be a result of Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Because remember, yesterday we reported no deaths. But
Correct.
yes, there have been some deaths. All right. There has now been a total of 3,074,738 total COVID cases here in the state of Illinois, with 33,434 related deaths in the state since the beginning of the pandemic. And as I said to you guys before, our test positivity rate is now 2.0%, and that is up from 1.9, which was just yesterday. As of Monday, 546 patients are in hospitals in the state of Illinois battling COVID-19. 76 of those patients are in the ICU, and 26 of those patients are currently on ventilators. Now, the biggest thing that everybody is talking about is the BA2 Omicron subvariant that is now the dominant strain of virus here in the Chicago area. The city's top doctor says we're not seeing a surge in many cases, but it is the number one case that people are dealing with right now. As the COVID-19 virus is starting to recede in the US, cases are soaring in the United Kingdom, and doctors over there would like other World Health officials to keep their eye out on a new hybrid strain that is called the XE, X is in X-ray, E is in Edward variant. This new hybrid COVID variant is known, and it is spreading quite rapidly. And so I don't know, as I said before, I don't think this is something that's not going to be over right away. I think this is going to be something we are going to be dealing with over and over. And I do know people that are testing positive for COVID. They're not necessarily super sick or anything like that, but they are testing positive for COVID.
I agree, Art. And again, we've talked about it till we're almost blue in the face. This is our new normal.
Right.
This is, you think about if you're a historian buff, about 1918 with the Spanish flu, and it killed a lot of people, and everybody thought that was done over and done with. Here we are over 100 years later with this virus and all these subvariants. I mean, you got to take an exam to figure out what the name of these subvariants are.
Right.
We will have a quiz at the end of the show. What's the new variant called?
Because I'm trying to figure out, where do they come up with these names anyway? Because remember when the pandemic first started, it was Greek names and letters. Now we're looking at the XE. We're looking at the BA2. So I'm trying to figure out, like, is somebody sitting around smoking weed and saying, look, just name it the CAT, just name it the DOG, just name it the Crip Bloods. Or I mean, I don't know, I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Who is naming these variants?
I don't know either. But as we said, Brandy, it will never be normal.
Yes.
It will be a new normal. I think we have talked about. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Cynthia. Name that variant game show. That's right. We need to have a game
that variant. Yes.
Name that variant. I just think that the COVID virus has really kind of exposed and exasperated, I should say, what we've been doing up until before 2020, before March 2020. We talked about people have just not. They're not clean. I mean, we've always thought it, but it really has come out after this, after COVID hit.
Right.
People just don't want to wear the mask. Again, we're not telling you what to do, but think about this, ladies and gents. What you thought prior to March 2020, those days are over with.
Yes. Yes.
They're over with.
Absolutely.
Deal with it. Now you choose to get vaccinated, that's your choice. But and it's interesting, they have not reported the number of deaths here in the United States. I know at some point, I believe this year was 900,000. Hopefully we have not reached 1 million, but I see that coming.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, me too. because, you know, and you're right, they're not doing the numbers anymore because they figure the numbers are scaring people, the numbers, you know. And again, you know, we are a health and wellness show, so that's why we report it. We do want people to be aware. And again, we keep track of like these positivity rates. Anytime we went from 1.6 to 1.7 to now 2.0, then that means there is an uptick. And then I was reading something today with the number of people that have at-home COVID tests and are taking the test at home. They're not reporting that. I mean, what, you know what I'm saying? If you know you have it.
If you have it, who do you report it to? I mean, do you go, you know, what is the protocol? You're right. Because of course, you know, there was a push for all of us to apply,
go somewhere and get tested, right?
Get tested and then get these at-home tests. You know, I told you I took mine, and you know, if I did have it, you know, do I talk to my doctor? What is the actual protocol? No one's really talked about that. So, you know, it again, as I said, we are living in a different normal, and hopefully people will have the decency, because, you know, we all hope people have common sense, but some folks don't, but have the sense to know what to do. Listen to your body. We talk about this in the show. I'm sure that may be one of the tips when you're stressed. Listen to your body, because your body usually tells you things what's not right.
Dr. Sims said, report to the Department of Public Health.
Thank you, Dr.
So I'm getting ready to take time out of my day. I'm sure it's going to be a long wait on the phone. I'm sure it's going to be some woman talking about public health. Okay. You feel like something wrong? Then stay your ass in the house. And that's, I think that's, you know, I don't know. Cause I mean, really, are people really going to call and report that, you know?
If they haven't thus far, you know, but the thing about it is, until you're really sick, well, meaning you have to go to the hospital, that's the only way you're going to know whether or not you truly, if you are tested positive for COVID or not, or if you just have the flu, or just have a very bad cold.
All right. So Brandy is saying that if kids are positive, you report it to the school. Yes, I do know that for sure. Karen Weddington. Hey, Karen. She said flu numbers are going up as well too. I agree. Flu numbers.
I had the flu. I know I had the flu. So
yes.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, when COVID was rampant, you heard nothing about the flu.
Now
that it's somewhat controlled, I say somewhat, now you hear the numbers of the flu uptick. So
yes. All right, very good. Well, congratulations for all teachers here in the state of Illinois, as well as school employees, other school employees, administrators, clerical custodians, people that are in the school. The governor has signed a law that if you are fully vaccinated and you come down with COVID-19, you will now get paid time off without burning up your sick days. And for anybody who had COVID and lost all of their sick days, fully vaccinated people now, you will get those days back, and you will not be penalized for getting COVID going forward. So now I'm wondering, will people start abusing that? I'm wondering, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
well, here's the thing about it. I would think, now this is my auditor hat coming on.
Okay.
That they will probably require something from a doctor saying this individual was tested positive for COVID. And of course, they would need the individual's permission to do so because of HIPAA. So, you know, I would think that if you have been tested positive and you've been sick, you're really going to need that doctor's note saying, yep, this person had COVID.
Okay, very good, because I can see it now. The fifth grade teacher sitting in Puerto Vallarta sipping on a margarita on Instagram, and she comes on my she done got COVID. Right. So that's
talking about common sense.
Yes.
You know, if you're gonna do that, you can't be trying to post doing no social media, because if you're truly sick, I mean really sick to the point where you're hospitalized, you need to be focusing on that getting better.
Yes, and no dits to you fifth grade teachers that might pull that. Don't pull it. We just was trying to use you all as an example.
Right.
Miss Johnson, fifth grade teacher down in Puerto Vallarta, drinking on margaritas and talking about she got the COVIDs. No, ma'am, don't do it. Don't pull it. Okay, you'll be in trouble. All right. Well, let's that's it for the COVID update. Let's get into some of the other news stories. I'll give the COVID update. Oh, wait. There's one more thing I did want to tell you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Here are the difference between allergies this time of year and you having COVID. This is the time of year where pollen is up. This is the time of year where people are sneezing a lot. I know I've been sneezing a lot. So here's the deal. COVID symptoms are as follows. COVID symptoms would be fevers or chills. COVID would be cough. COVID would be shortness of breath or difficulty breathing. It would be fatigue. It would be muscle or body ache. It would be headache. It would be new loss of taste or smell. It would be a sore throat. It would be congestion or a runny nose. It would be nausea or vomiting, and it would be diarrhea. Now, girl, I have about 4 of these things on a daily basis. So now I ain't gonna say which ones to protect myself from HIPAA law, but hell, I wake up with 4 of them every day. So I mean, I don't, no COVID, but you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of interesting in itself. Now, if you are suffering from allergies, here's the following things that you would have from allergies. You would have sneezing, runny nose, congestion, watery eyes, red eyes, or itchy eyes. And I was talking to a dear friend of mine today, and she is going through the allergy thing really bad. So, because we both were talking about what we were going through. So, I don't know. Now, that's so funny because last week I had the chills really bad. I kept telling my guy that I just could not get warm. I was freezing. And matter of fact, I slept with 2 comforters over me. So again, I don't know, but I'm feeling better and all of that. But we'll leave it at that. So yeah.
It's like with me, I had the headache, I had the cough, I had the chills, no sneezing, which was a good thing, but the cough was really bad because and then when we were talking on the phone, you like, who is that? Who is on the phone? I said, it's K Renee, even though that was not my normal voice. So
it was sexy though. It was real sexy. It was turning me on. I think I touched myself a few times. I did. Lord, no. Right. And all I was doing was asking you how you was doing, but it was, it was, to me, it was a little sexy. It was a mix between Barry White and Rick James. It really was. So, it was right. But no, I'm glad you sound better now. I do. It was.
Me too. Me too. See, people don't understand when you're doing a show, your voice
is everything.
Is everything. If your voice is messed up, they're like, who that? Because on Saturday, one of my family members, her birthday, she's an April baby, April Fool baby. Well, she's born April 1st.
Right.
And when I called her, normally I would sing to her. I didn't sing to her. And she was like, who is this? I said, this is Renee. No, it's not. I said, I've been sick with the flu. She said, you can't sing? Not today, but I'm calling to wish you happy birthday.
Yes. Very good. All right. Well, just so you guys know, those are the difference between the symptoms. If you are feeling any of the COVID-related symptoms, quarantine, if they get any worse, please go see your doctor. Most doctors' offices are asking that you call first, let them know you're coming so they can prepare themselves to help you with the COVID situation. And if you have allergies, of course, do what you normally do to treat your allergies, especially if you're somebody that suffers with allergies all the time. Okay.
I think it's about time to have Dr. Janet come back to talk about it.
We're going to start having our full roster of guests starting next week. The first of the month is just crazy. So we'll have our full roster of guests coming back next week. All right. So what you got in the news tonight, dear?
Well, we didn't really talk about the Grammys last night because everything else. But, I mentioned to you off air that there was one artist that had total diamonds in her.
Yeah, who was that?
I'm trying to think who she was, but she looked absolutely gorgeous. But from the diamond artist till Justin Bieber, I know you saw his ensemble. I
What was
said,
that mask? What was that he had on? What
I
was
don't know
that?
what that was.
Girl, he looked like somebody grandpa's grandpa. That oversized, I don't get that oversized look like that. It was just ridiculous. I got to give Little Nas X a shout out. He looked really great. Megan the Stallion has
Oh my
actually,
goodness.
yeah, she's actually been being a vegetarian or a vegan for the last 30 days. And her body really did show where she has lost weight. She looks great, all of that. So congratulations to Megan the Stallion. She looks good. And then I wanted to give, was it Lady Gaga that did the tribute to Tony Bennett? I think
She
it was.
did.
Congratulations to her. She did a great job on that tribute to Tony Bennett. Questlove, we want to give you a major shout out.
Oh,
Not
yes.
only did you win a Oscar last week, you won a Grammy this week, and congratulations to you, Questlove. You did an outstanding job on that documentary.
He's on that half now. He's the G and the O.
Yes.
He needs the T and the E. And
Yes.
he will be another EGOT winner. So go ahead, Questlove. We want to see you on Broadway, and we want to see you, win an Emmy. So congrats to Questlove.
Congratulations to you, Questlove. Let me see. Other highlights was Olivia Rodrigo. Congratulations to her for winning Best New Artist, Best New Pop Vocal Album, and Best Pop Solo Performer. And as you know, after she had won her award, she went backstage to take pictures and ended up dropping one of her Grammys.
I saw that. I know she felt like
she did, yeah. But that happened to Taylor Swift when she won as well too. She ended up dropping one, so she's not the only person. Yes, no.
Well, speak of controversy, guess who didn't show up? Who thought he was gonna show up? Kanye. Speaking of Taylor Swift, because you remember when she was Taylor won and Kanye just like went off. So I was surprised to see he didn't show up, but I was glad to see he didn't show up.
Yes. John Baptiste from Louisiana, congratulations to him. He did a great job. He's a really great performer. He's an excellent performer. Shout out to Little Nas X. He did a performance with Jack Harlow. The worst was they were saying that Bruno Mars did a horrible job. They said that his performance was not that great. No. I'm reading the list now. Yep. They said that Bruno Mars' performance was not that great. Let me see. Nas's performance was not that great. Trevor Noah did not hit it. They thought that he wasn't all of that. So, I mean, I don't know. For the most part, I thought it was a great little Grammy celebration, but the critics are not feeling a lot of that stuff. So, so congratulations to all the 64th annual Grammy winners. The 2022 Grammys took place in Las Vegas in a huge arena to be able to give people more space. We used to be saying those were super spreader events. So I'm curious to know how many people are not feeling well now, or is it because everybody, I'm sure everybody who had to enter probably had to be vaccinated. I'm sure that was, right.
Would you, if you had the opportunity, would you want to go to the Grammys in Vegas?
Yes, I would have. Yes, I've been to the Grammys before. It is very exciting. Here's the deal. I don't know if your question is kind of like, Art, would you go to someplace with a lot of people right now? Is that kind of your question?
Yeah,
right. Keep in mind, I went to opening night of Alvin Ailey, and that was packed, but everybody had their mask on. I've been back out in the public now. I've been doing a lot of public things, but I am mindful to keep my mask on and still do what I need to do to sanitize and, just kind of keep my distance. But yes. So here's the deal. Preston says, Dr. Sims said thought Kanye was banned. Preston said he wasn't invited, not banned. He just wasn't invited. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yes. His ex-mama-in-law was on TV today.
I know. I still feel that Kanye needs some serious, consistent therapy because after his mother transition, he has never been the same. And, that's the sad part. I mean, we know personally, you and I, our parents are not going to live forever. And so when that time comes, you definitely need to grieve and if necessary, get the therapy that you need. But Kanye went just buck snit wild and he's not come back. And I just really believe he just really needs some help. He does.
Well, now this is a great debate, and we're actually going to have our therapist back on who was on with us last week. But here's the great debate. Fame and success, does that equal to great mental health? If we really think about a lot of Black men who have become famous and even some Black women, I'll never forget. Do you remember Teresa Graves, who was Christy Love? Remember?
Yes.
The entertainment world drove Christy Love or Teresa Graves so, and I hate to use the word crazy, but let's just say disoriented or whatever, that she ended up becoming a Jehovah's Witness and not even, being a part of the entertainment world anymore after the success of Christy Love. And so we've heard a lot of oh, yes, absolutely. And the reason why I know that is, I have an aunt just like you do that has been a Jehovah's Witness for 1,000,000 years. And my aunt used to always tell that story about her becoming a Jehovah's Witness and her wanting to give up the world of entertainment. Remember, Lola Falana felt the same way about the world of entertainment. It's not the easiest world to be in at all. One minute you're up, the next minute you're down. You could be chasing finances. It's a lot of different things that contribute to the downfall of a lot of these people. And when you think about it, Kanye West came from Chicago South Side, single mom, struggling, all that kind of stuff, to becoming a man that nobody would tell him no. Let's look at Will Smith and where he came from and the struggles he went through. And it's sad that money and fame and autonomy gives you that much freedom, but does your mind really accept and know how to act with that type of autonomy? So that's what you have to look at.
And it's a mindset. Not only that, but you need to surround yourself with people who really have your back. That is also key. You can't have yes people around you all the time. I mean, look at 45. Look what happened. So you have to have people who will have your back, who will be there for you when you good, bad, or indifferent. And I think that's also key when you have your posse, as our dear friend in Cali, Cecily Wilson has the P word. You got to have a good posse around you.
That's right.
To make sure that things are going to be okay. Because in this world, you go up and you go down. But the people who are around you are going to keep you insulated and to keep you safe. But also, when you're not doing the way things that you're supposed to do, to tell you, look, you need to pick up, straighten up, and fly right.
Right. Which is true, which is very true. So, and speaking of the gentleman who we said that we were not going to utter his name anymore because we were so sick and tired of hearing his name, I heard that he is now going to enter into a rehabilitation center or someplace. That's what I had read. So I don't know how true that is, but that he was going to go for a lot of issues that he's dealing with. But remember what I told you: when all else fails, you say you had a mental lapse. You've had a mental lapse, and that's what helps you to get back to where you need to be. He could easily say, I just snapped. I was so worried about Jada and what he said, and I just went up there and I snapped. That's all that was. And didn't you see me sit down and cuss everybody out? And, all. So he probably gonna end up using that as what it is and why. But yeah, I'm kind of with you about that red table talk, baby. Y'all done told all the business, so ain't nothing else to tell. Go run and tell that. So yes.
Speaking of, we're gonna delve into sports. Guess who's back after what
Ooh,
almost Tiger? He is
as in
going to,
Tiger Woods.
as my late father would say, Tiger Woo. But yes,
Tiger,
Tiger
yeah.
Woods. um, Tiger Woods. It seems like he's going to be playing in the Masters, and I definitely wish him the best because I know everyone remembers earlier last year when he was in that car accident, they thought that we were going to lose Tiger Woods, but now after rigorous therapy and
Mhm.
rehabilitation on that leg, he's coming back to play in the Masters. So I definitely wish him well, but I hope he takes his time because
Mhm.
he's another legend, and you talk about someone who's not used to hearing the word no. He
Right.
definitely is one that's not used to hearing the word no. But I believe that he's living also is going to be there for his children because he
Mhm.
adores his children. I remember one of the sports shows where his daughter introduced him, and you could tell that he truly loves his kids. Preston
Mhm.
ain't right,
Right. Tell
but
me you go down, sit down somewhere.
yeah,
Right.
so,
Don't sit down.
but,
Sit down.
but when you're a competitor, as Tiger is, you're gonna continue to push that body until you can't push anymore. So
Right.
let's see what Tiger will do. I'm
Yeah.
hoping he will do well in the Masters because that's a beautiful course in Augusta, Georgia. I've been there and it's absolutely
Oh,
gorgeous.
it's beautiful. It's breathtaking. But they were saying today with his leg injury and
Mhm.
him having, because the leg almost was amputated, all of that, that
Right,
him walking that course may present a problem. So
right.
here's my thing, and this is being someone from the disability community, being someone that advocates for those with disabilities. Would he be allowed to ride in a golf cart, or would he be able to, would somebody be able to push him around? I mean, in a rickshaw. And here's the deal. I'm not talking about on a grandiose level, like, child, he riding up on a rickshaw or something. But if his leg is bad like that, would he be able to do it? But then it's overcoming the obstacles as well, too, maybe,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I guess it's going to be wait and see for him. I mean,
Mhm.
he is one of the greatest golf players that's ever played the game. So
Right.
we'll just have to wait and see. But, I know for the golf community, they're glad to see him back on the course.
Absolutely. We wish you the best, Tiger Woods. Joseph, hey, Joseph over in Cincinnati.
Joseph.
He said Juice World in the documentary, unfortunately, had a lot of yes men around him. And he lost his life as well, too, because Juice World was from Chicago, right? So you
Yes.
see what I'm saying? Look at the black man connection of fame and being from Chicago. See what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that, especially these new age stars. You
Yeah.
know? Right.
Yeah.
So thanks,
And
Joseph. That was a great point.
and speaking of sports, I'm mad about this next story. St. Louis Cardinals slugger Albert Pujols, he's divorced his wife, and she just had a brain tumor removed. Now, talk about bad timing. They were married for 20 plus years.
22 years.
And of course, he says, and I quote, I realize this is not the most opportune time with opening day approaching and other family events that recently had taken place. And he goes on to say in part, these situations are never easy and isn't something that just happened overnight. Now, I've been divorced, and there's just some things that you just want to do in the right way. This is not the right way.
Right.
Because I guarantee you, if the situation were reversed, she probably would just try to be there for him. And then when it's, an opportune moment to file divorce. I just think this is
Mm-hmm.
wrong. And
Mm-hmm. Well,
know,
now hold on to your hat.
mm,
I know somebody who wife served them divorce papers at their mama's funeral, at his mama's funeral. Again, I know somebody who served their husband divorce papers at the mama's funeral. And I said, honey, she going to hell for that one. She going to hell. Like you got to be kidding me that you would serve somebody divorce papers at their mama's funeral.
All I got to say is karma is a very patient gangster. You know, again, it's all about timing. And I just feel that he knows better. I mean, they have 5 children.
Right. Yes. 5 children.
5 children. And you're going to serve her divorce papers after she just had a brain tumor removed.
Yeah. Well, okay. Again, people do dirty things. They do dirty things. But as you said, karma is a patient gangster. All right, let's move on.
Well, guess who was back in the White House today?
Who?
Former President Barack Obama. 44.
44. Yeah.
He was back to commemorate the 12th anniversary of Affordable Care Act.
That's right. So and it's been 12 years.
12 years.
Can you believe that?
12 years. But it was, I'm sure it was good. It was very serendipitous for both former President Barack Obama and current President Joe Biden.
Yes.
To have him there. But I thought that was really cool. And I'm sure President Obama was like, I remember when I was over here. And,
right. Well, did you hear the joke today? Did you hear the joke? So when President Obama was at the podium, he said, thank you, Vice President Kamala Harris. And then he said, thank you, Vice President. And he went and then he said, it's a joke. I didn't mean it, like that. And they hugged each other. But it's true. He did, he was his vice president. Wow. Quiet as it's kept. Uncle Joe is doing an okay job. I know his approval rating is not as high as it should be. Know. But Uncle Joe, he doing the best he can. Uncle Joe was handed a shit show to begin with. Excuse my French, y'all. But he was handed a shit show. He really was. So, hopefully that'll get better. But yes, that was a good moment today to see the former president in the White House. The right president in the White House. Yeah, the right president, not the old white president. The right president, former president.
Because I don't think President Biden's predecessor will be up on Pennsylvania Avenue anytime soon.
No. Well, he's not done anything Washington, D.C. wise anyway, because to my understanding, the Trump Hotel is no more in D.C. Quiet as it's kept, I was told that the Trump building here in Chicago, they're trying to make it where if he is found guilty of charges, his name would have to come off of that building here in Chicago. And then from what I understand, I was told that somebody black is trying to buy the building.
And who would that be, Chat?
I don't know as of yet. I don't know, but I was told that. Right.
Who would that be?
Right. Who got that kind of money? Because it is prime location, but you definitely would have to get rid of that name off the building. You know what I'm saying? Right. So,
we have to keep following about because we've been talking about the other couple. We need to be talking about the couple that is going to really have a difference, and that's Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas and his wife Virginia. And it's been rumored that she used to be in a cult.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that.
Oh, I believe it too.
Yeah.
And she needs to be investigated, but I still believe that Clarence needs to step down, recuse himself. He does not need to be on the Supreme Court.
Right. So let me ask you this: do they have children together?
I don't think so.
Okay. And I wonder what made Clarence Thomas get with her. Like, did no other woman want him, or because how long have they been married?
Long enough. Let's see.
Right. Right. He probably married her when it wasn't trendy for black men to be with white women like that. He probably thought that she was like a pocketbook, a trophy piece or something.
I still believe, as I said, that where were you when they had the Senate confirmation hearings for him, and when
Right.
Anita Hill came in? I mean, I remember this.
I do too. I remember it vividly. You know what I'm saying?
And he was just, oh my God, it's just amazing how
Yes.
he got through. Um, they've been married since 1987.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That was when it was trendy for, professional black men to get him a white woman. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Uh.
he does have a son. He
Okay.
has one
Is it by
son.
her? Is it by her though?
I think it's by the first wife. The
Okay.
son's name is Jamal Adine Thomas.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. That was with a black woman. Yeah,
Okay.
because you marry a white lady named Virginia, the son gonna be named Matthew or Thomas
Right.
the third, or right, something like that.
Right.
Yeah, it ain't Jamal was
Jamal.
with it. Yeah, Jamal was with another black lady. Yeah, absolutely. All right,
Yes.
well, enough of that. Well, the most trending story of today, actress and producer Paula Patton. As you guys all know, she was married to Robin Thicke at one point. Was it Robin Thicke she was married to? She did a cooking video, and this video is actually a couple of weeks old, where she was preparing some fried chicken. And in this video, you saw Paula take the chicken out the bag and just rinse it under some cold water. Then the next thing you saw was Paula taking the chicken and dropping it into a bag of just white flour. You saw her pour the flour in the bag. You saw her shake the chicken in the flour. She then took the floured chicken and put it in a hot thing of grease on the stove. As the chicken was frying, she takes a bottle of Lowry seasoned salt and she starts seasoning the chicken while it's in the grease frying. Then she turns the chicken over and adds more seasoning, and she had nerve enough to say, "I like my chicken salty." Social media went crazy about this woman cooking this damn chicken. It was just a damn shame about her cooking this chicken. So she finally did a response this afternoon about the chicken, saying that this was how her mother fried chicken, and people have different ways of how they fried chicken. Well, believe it or not, quite a few Caucasian people commented on the various posts saying, "Listen, I'm white and I don't fry chicken like that." Everybody was saying I season my chicken. Again, KFC is 11 herbs and spices, and that's an old white man. So who fries chicken without, first of all, really cleaning it, and then second of all, seasoning the chicken before you even fry it? What's your thought on this?
I felt bad for her. When I was a little K Renee, and one thing that my mother taught me how to cook first, well, two things: bacon and chicken.
Okay.
Now, the reason why, because I was always scared of the fryer. She said, you gotta go up to that pan and you're in control, not the pan. Don't be scared.
Yeah.
And so she taught me, you take flour, you season the chicken. First of all, before you even do all that, you wash the doggone chicken and not in cold water. You make sure it's clean.
Right.
So I had a problem with that, because when she said, "Well, I fed my children," and I said, "Oh Lord," I've just prayed for that they don't get poisoned from chicken not being clean.
Yeah.
Then when she said she seasoned the chicken while in the fryer, I was just like, you making your mama look bad, because for her to say my mom does this all the time, I just don't buy that. I don't buy it.
Me being the chef and culinary genius that I am, I Googled Korean fried chicken today. I Googled Puerto Rican fried chicken today. I even Googled Samoan fried chicken today. And all of these people seasoned the chicken before they battered it. Some people even put breading on it and put it in other seasoning and refried the chicken. Even when you heard talk shows talking about this today, people were talking about how even a couple of the white anchors said, listen, my parents were not very big into spice. They were not big into anything, but at least my mother rolled them in cornflakes or, dipped it in cornbread or put some little hot sauce or whatever. Not cornbread, but cornmeal or however. I had just never seen anybody. And she was frying this for her son's school.
I know. And gave it to the son's school. I said, Lord Jesus Christ.
And then had nerve enough to, when she was shaking that Lowry's on there talking about, I like my chicken salty. Girl, salty. And then here's the deal. You better be glad that grease didn't catch fire. Or you know what I'm saying? You adding this seasoning to the grease. You seasoned the grease. I couldn't understand that for the life of me today. So yeah, that was a major faux pas. And then she gonna say that it was the editing of the video that made everything look like that. No.
When I saw her response that you sent me, I said, wow. When I've seen her in different movies, I've always thought of her at that
ditzy chick.
The Black Chrissy. Like
yes.
That's why I thought Paula Patton. I said she's playing this role very well. Well,
yes.
Not too far.
Okay. Well, let's go back to some comments. Hey, Lynn Klein. We've not talked to Lynn in a minute. Lynn, it's so good to see you back on here. Lynn just got back from New Orleans. She took a wonderful train trip to New Orleans. She had a good time.
Now.
They have been giving Ketanji such a bad time, yet there have been 2 men on the court that have been accused of sexual assault. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. We agree 100%. Preston said after the chicken conversation, he turned his phone off. I ain't mad. Right.
I'm not mad at you, Preston.
While Tika said they said a black man composed the KFC recipe. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised because we are known for, frying chicken. Robin didn't marry her for her cooking. Well, right. We know that. We know that. Yeah. And then Preston said, please give her a gift card to KFC. Right. Something. Because I couldn't believe that girl fried that chicken like that. And let me tell you how much of a trending news story this was. When I woke up this morning in our local 5 a.m. news, this was a story they were talking about. I said, oh, no, this right. They were really talking about this on the news at 5 a.m. this morning. And this was not a slow news day because that story took legs and started running all day long. And the funniest thing was, as I said, whether the anchors were black or white, they were all saying, what? Like, you got to be kidding me. Yeah. Especially fried chicken. So I had to have fried chicken today. I had to. I
saw your post. I was like, go ahead.
This is how fried chicken should look.
Here's the thing. I haven't made fried chicken over 30 years. I haven't cooked it at all. So I even know for someone who has not fried chicken in a long time, you don't do what Paula Patton did. And she did not make herself look good. Her brand now is a little bit tarnished. So she needs to do something to change the mindset. Because people will look at her like,
yeah, girl, something ain't right. Or either put her on one of them cooking shows.
Oh, you know what cooking show she should be on? The Worst Cookers America with Ann Burrell. See, now Ann Burrell get it straight. See, I'm telling you now. Put on that show. Put the Celebrity Edition. Ann Burrell, Gordon Ramsay, they will get her straight. I hope y'all listening. Get on that show. Get her straight.
I'm trying to figure out, I need to find out where is her mother is from. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I Googled all type of fried chickens and I've had fried chicken all over the world when I traveled like that. And I'm like, where would her mama be from that you don't season a chicken before you cook it?
Because I'm sure a lot of our Caucasian viewers are thinking, what in the hell is wrong with this woman?
Yeah, Preston says she need to be on that show Chopped. Right.
No. She need to be on Worst Cooks of America with Ann Burrell, Gordon Ramsay.
Yes.
And she from Los Angeles. Now, that don't make no sense.
No, that's crazy. And back to what you was kind of saying today, Okay, Renee, I'm gonna be honest with you too. I bought that chicken today from one of my favorite places to buy fried chicken from, because I've not probably fried chicken myself in years, because I don't like the way it makes the house smell. And so ever since I moved out of my parents' house, that was one of the things that I vowed that I was not going to be frying chicken in my house. Recently, I did salmon croquettes and almost died from that smell, but I love salmon croquettes. My salmon croquettes are the best. And so, you know, I'm just one of them people, like, I don't, you know, ever since they start opening all these places where you can go and get chicken.
Duh. I mean, when I was married, Art, I didn't fry chicken. We bought chicken.
Right. Just
Turkey
like Lynn said,
thing, but chicken, I'll go buy it.
Lynn says, I'm in Wisconsin. I miss Harold's. Oh, Lynn, we got to get you some Harold's when you come back.
Chicken.
Yes, we got to get you some Harold's, Lynn. Absolutely, yes. They starting to open Harold's up in other places, Houston, Dallas, I think in Atlanta. So yes, that's important. But yeah, no, child, I ain't fried chicken like that in years. No, that I don't even care if it's a deep fryer. Like, I might do an air fryer type of thing, but I ain't frying no chicken in no skillet in my house. No, Watika said, Art, I still eat. Okay, very good. Well, Watika, I have to get you some. You know, she's vegan now, a vegetarian. So Watika, I'm gonna have to get you the next time I cook. Oh yeah, she looks great. She done lost a lot of weight. Yeah, she looks amazing. Yes, we love you, Watika. We do.
Yes, we do.
All right, darling. Anything else we need to cover before I give the tips tonight?
Hey, that chicken just said it all. So that's a great tie-in to the stress that we need to relieve some of that stress, because talk about can't fry no doggone chicken.
Child, frying chicken. All right, so what I want to talk to you guys real quick before we go off the air tonight is that April is National Mental Health Awareness Month, and it's also National Stress Awareness Month, but it's also National Hope Month. So if we take all three of those components, hope is all about your mental health being better. Hope is all about you relieving stress out of your life. And hope is something that gives you victory, that you are able to move forward, do what you need to do, become a better person. So I'm going to give you guys some tips tonight on things that you can do to release stress in your life. All of us are stressed out, whether you're a single parent, in a relationship that might be stressful, a job that could be stressful, whatever the case may be. Because matter of fact, Google employees went back to the office for the first time today after 2 years. And I'm sure for a lot of people, I had a couple of friends of mine say they don't even have office attire anymore. When I thought about it, I really don't have office attire like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because for the last 2 to 3 years, I wore flip-flops, t-shirts, jeans, hoodies, you know, much like what I have on now. So you going back into an office setting, you need to have a little bit better attire. And then God forbid if all of us been sitting around eating fried chicken. Okay. So the one thing that I want you to do every night before you go to bed, every night, write something down that you are grateful for, something that happened during the course of that day you are grateful for. Whether it's, God, I woke up in my right mind, I woke up, you know, whatever the case may be, I was able to pay a bill today, I was able to get to work safely, I was able to help somebody, whatever the case may be. Every night before you go to bed, write down something you are grateful for, okay? The next thing I want you guys to start doing that will help release stress in your life is do a random act of kindness. A random act of kindness. It does not cost you anything. It's very easy and simple to do, whether that's holding a door for somebody, whether that's offering somebody a glass of water, helping a senior citizen, whatever the case may be, or you could pay for the coffee for the person behind you. Whatever it is, do a random act of kindness. I don't care what it is. Just think about something you could do that would be where you could help somebody in that particular situation. Another thing that I want you to look at is read a book a month. Read a book a month. I know a lot of us are very busy. A lot of us have a lot of things going on in our lives, but read a book a month. I was watching a gentleman that was on television today that is doing a play, and I'm trying to get him on the show. He said, keep in mind, we as Black people could not read, and we had to fight for our rights to be able to learn how to read and be educated. Now you have to fight people to pick up a damn book. Think about that. Think about that. So read a book a month, okay? Another thing that you could do to help relieve stress in your life and make your mental clarity a little bit better is that you need to clean out clutter. Clean out clutter. I suffer with it. Everybody suffers with it. Too much stuff, too many things, all of that kind of stuff. My guy and I were just saying the other day that we're going to take a couple of days and spring clean my place and just move things out the way. When you start incorporating other things and season changes and all that kind of stuff, there are things that you need to get rid of, be done with. You can donate the things to charitable organizations, all of that kind of stuff. So whatever, if you have shoes that you've not worn in years, get rid of them. Get rid of them. My only problem with me in that the shoes are expensive as hell. But you know what I'm saying? I would have to bless somebody with a good pair of designer shoes. Another thing is reduce your waste. Reduce your waste. How much do you waste? Whether it's energy, whether it's a resource like water and gas, as high as gas is right now, are you just doing frivolous things to just be riding around? I strategically do everything that I do when I'm out driving now. If I go to get gas, and if I go out of my way to get gas where it's cheaper, I do everything I need to do in that particular area. So when I am headed back home, it is on that same tank of gas that I was using to get myself back home. There's nowhere in the world am I going to go drive and get gas cheaper and not stop at the grocery store, the drugstore, the hardware store, whatever it is. I make sure when I buy gas cheap, I do other things in that vicinity. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense.
Very good. Another thing that you could do to help relieve stress and to make you a better person is volunteer. Give your time to somebody else. Volunteer. If you know how to prepare taxes, it's tax season. You can help the unfortunate do their taxes. If you know how to declutter or help people do whatever it is, a foreign language, sign language. Thanks to the movie Coda now, people are learning sign language. Did you see people at the Grammys doing this? Right. Did you see them doing that? That means applause. It's thank you. Thank you. You remember, I learned sign language during the pandemic. So these are things that you've got to talk about and do to make it happen. Volunteer. Give your time to somebody. It does not cost you anything to give your time to somebody else. Let's get some of these comments here. Hey, Tony Lindsay. That's my wonderful cousin from Meridian.
Hi, Tony.
Hey, cousin Tony. Watika said the Social Security offices are opening back up again. I believe that. Natalie, hey, Natalie, I used to keep a grateful journal. I've got to get back to that. That's very good.
Gratitude journal. That's right.
Absolutely. Lynn Klein said, tonight, I'm grateful for you, Art and Kay Renee. Thanks for a great show. We love you. Thank you, Lynn.
Yes.
We're glad that you're back with us. Natalie says, great stress relieving ideas. Thank you so much. And then Preston, you're right. Richard Gallion said reading is most important today on Daytime Chicago. He did. And we're trying to get him here on this show because he's absolutely right. We fought for the rights to be able to read.
And now we can't read a book.
Right. Because now, today is National Read a Map Day.
Yes.
When was the last time you read a map?
That's what I'm going to say, because anything I will go on Google. So, okay, how you get from point A to point B? And then guess what? And when I had my car, I had what? GPS, which was created by a Black woman, by the way.
Right.
That's what I did, because back in the day, I remember my father would drive somewhere. He have his map right in his car. So I bet you a lot of people cannot even read a map.
Yes. Now, my bestie, I know she going to get me for this one. but my bestie uses Waze for everything. She uses it, and see, when I was a little kid, my mother, they used to call me cab driver when I was little, because I would sit in the back of the car, and I'm nosy, so I would look at everywhere we would go. I told you I was a grown man before I knew the name of the expressways we were on. I just knew who house we were going to or where we were going by landmarks that I would pass. That's the same way when I was a young boy, the Magic Kiss sign on the Dan Ryan. Remember the big Magic Kiss sign?
87, yes.
That let me knew we were getting close to where I lived, you know, and us getting off the exit. There were just so many things. The Evergreen Plaza Christmas tree, the green tree that was a staple at 95th and Western for many years. So, you know, nowadays, you know, these young people don't know about reading a map or any of that kind of stuff. They do not. All right, two more things. Let me get this. Oh, thank you, Tamlin. She says great tips and reminders.
Thank you, Miss Tamlin.
Preston says map day, awesome. Joseph said my phone reads Google Map to me. Yeah, oh, absolutely, yes. Preston said I use Waze too. I do too. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Waze because Waze does give you the best way possible. But as I tell people, I'm so old school and old fashioned that I just, you know, because a lot of times from where I live at, Waze will tell me go get on 94. I feel as if I live close to Lakeshore Drive. I feel like so if I'm going downtown, most of the time
I take DuSable Lakeshore Drive. That's right.
Okay, then. So so but you know, Waze a lot of times will tell me take it to the Chinatown exit, and you know, and I get that, but I like Lakeshore Drive. I love Lakeshore or DuSable Lakeshore Drive.
Yes.
All right, so let me give you guys two more tips before we say good night tonight. Let go of grudges. Let go of grudges. Let go. You are shortening your lifespan. You are doing nothing but aggravating God's beautiful work about your life for you to be sitting around holding grudges. I don't hold any more grudges. I've let it go. I've been in some abusive situations. I've been in some situations that are just unbelievable, but I had to let go and let God take over and stop holding grudges. Just stop holding. It's not even worth holding grudges anymore. The last thing that I want to tell each and every one of you, be kinder on social media.
Yes.
A lot of y'all are vicious and ferocious on social media. And what I'm finding is older people are so vicious and ferocious.
Yes.
Girl, I thought it was just me. And I think a lot of people don't understand how to ask things right on social media, or the way that they ask, it seems offensive. And so that's why we've got to all be better on social media. Sometimes your opinion is not needed. Sometimes your 2 cents is not needed. When I post about this show every night, you don't share that. But if I go to say something negative or crazy or bad about somebody, maybe y'all sharing that 7,752 times. And that part of it is bad. We have all become psychologically bullied because of social media. And that's why we've got to learn to be much kinder on social media. Let them damn grudges go and be kinder on social media. Y'all believe in everything. A lot of times I post pictures that are so damn old and people be like, he done got a Bentley. Child, that picture 10 years old. Now, did I have a Bentley? I may have had somebody with a Bentley, but did I have a Bentley? No, I got a bus pass. How about that? Now, I may have been with somebody with a Bentley. How about that one? Let's go to comments. A woman cut me off in a drive-through. I decided not to stress about it. I got to the pay window and she had paid.
Wow.
Oh, that's really sweet. That's really sweet. Okay, so she knew she had messed up. She knew she had messed up. Very nice. Very nice. Say that again. Thank you. Yes. Let's see what he said. I have a neighbor has a book donation box where you take books and leave books. That's very sweet. I've seen really that. Good. Yes, very good. As Watika say, Frozen theme song, let it go, let it go. I hate that damn song. Girl,
Let
I
it
hate that
go,
song.
though.
I hate that song. I do, but yeah, let it go. Let it
Change
go.
that.
Yes,
Change
absolutely.
that. Say,
Yes.
it's not one of my favorite songs. How about that?
Yes, yes. Natalie says, say it again for those in the cheap seats. Absolutely. Hey, Taisha. Taisha is one of our new followers and one of my
Hi,
new
Miss
buddies. Hey, Taisha.
Taisha.
Yes. She said, yes, they need to mind the business that pays them. Absolutely.
Ooh,
I agree. Hey,
yes, I
Taisha.
love it.
Let's see. You won the lottery, right?
Trust
Everybody
me.
think I
Don't
drive that
worry.
Bentley, right? Because I
Don't
tell
worry.
people just because you see me in them expensive cars, I'm not renting them, but also
Wait.
mind your business. Mind your business.
Don't worry, because when we do win the lottery, y'all know we
Right.
ain't got to say a word. Trust and believe
Yes.
that.
Yes. Honey, if this show don't come back on, you know what done happened. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. If this show just disappeared, you know what happened.
You know what
Absolutely.
time it is. That's right.
Right. All right. Last but not least, I had to take a break from social media. Too depressing anymore. Yeah, it is. It is. It can be very depressing. It really can. And because I've made a career in media and on social media and all that type of stuff, but it can be. So that's why I tell people, be kinder on social media. Stop being so petty. People are finding out about their dead loved ones from social media. Isn't that crazy? I know several people like that. Oh, I know people that found out that their loved one was dead because of somebody else posting on social media. So be mindful of that. All right. Well, those are your tips, you guys. So listen, we'll be back next week. Kay Renee and I both had a last minute opportunity to come up. We're popular now, and we have something that we have to attend tomorrow evening, but we will be back next week. We got great guests lined up. Dr. Janet Seabrook will be joining us. Our favorite therapist will be here with us to talk about a lot of different things. So make sure you guys stay tuned for our return next week. We even got a celebrity or two stopping by to hang out with us. Okay, Renee, you ready to do that nugget of knowledge, my dear?
No, I am, because this is Live Your Truth Tuesday, and the nugget is as follows: be brave enough to face what comes at you, strong enough to walk away from what's not good for you, and wait for what you deserve.
Amen. Say it. Look, say it again. Say that again.
Be brave enough to face what comes at you, strong enough to walk away from what's not good for you, and wait for what you deserve.
Amen. All right, now, girl, let's take out the collection plate for that one. For more for more information about Karen, please visit karensnuggetsofknowledge.com. That's karensnuggetsofknowledge.com. Check her out. She gives great inspiration each and every day. She's on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you name it. She's on all the platforms just like I am. So please go check her out. Great information given each and every day. That was a beautiful one, my dear. That was wonderful. It really was. Absolutely. If any of you guys are experiencing any thoughts or feelings of suicide, we want to be able to give you guys the right number to reach. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 800-273-8255. Again, that's 800-273-8255. With this being Stress Awareness Month and Mental Health Awareness Month and the month of hope, we want to remind you that there is hope out there for you. You do not have to do anything to take your life. If you feel as if you're in trouble, suffocating, or going through anything, please reach out to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, okay? And then do us a huge favor. Subscribe to The Real Chat Daddy Show. Facebook, YouTube does not cost you anything. Just go right over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a great deal when you do. We appreciate doing this for you guys. This is an effort of love. We are a health and wellness show that was started during the pandemic just to keep people informed about the COVID situation, but it has now morphed into an entertainment talk show, and we really appreciate your support. For more information about yours truly, please visit therealchatdaddy.com. Therealchatdaddy.com, a very interactive website that is yours truly website, and we would appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out my website. Let's go get comments from the Peanut Gallery. Yay! Yay! We love you guys. We do. She says, "Amen, K Renee." Yeah, you did do a good job. That was great.
Thank you.
You
Thank
knocked
you.
that out the box, baby. You did. That was
And
excellent.
speaking of knocking out, I guess opening day for the Sox and Cubs are coming up this week, y'all. So for those who are
Yes,
baseball fans here in Chicago,
yes, yes.
get ready
Amen.
because I'm
Amen.
a silver and black
Yes.
all day,
So you're a Sox fan?
all day long, honey.
Oh, okay. See, girl, you know, baseball ain't my thing, but okay. You know what I'm saying? Right. Look, unless I'm dating a baseball player, but you know, I'm
There
taking
you go.
right. I'm taking now, so I can't date a baseball player.
No, you
Did I
can't.
tell you about my girlfriend that used to mess around with Sammy Sosa years ago?
Oh, goodness gracious.
I had to tell you about that story offline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
could be some
interesting.
good tea.
Yeah, that was some good tea. But she used to hang out with Sammy Sosa. And of course, I played the gay hairdresser.
I bet you did.
Right, I played the gay hairdresser. Yeah, I was like, girl, you got to take your gay hairdresser everywhere with you. You can't go by yourself. Right.
That's right.
So yes, absolutely. Thank you guys so very much. Candace says, "Go Sox, go Sox!" Absolutely.
Go Sox. That's
Thank
right.
you, Preston. We appreciate you.
Thank you,
We
Preston.
do. We appreciate you guys so very much. We do. You guys have a lot of things you could be doing, but hanging out with us each and every night is really thank you. Oh, Taisha, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Absolutely. That's my girl, honey. I love her. I really, really do. So yes. All right. So we'll be back next week. Make sure you guys stay on the lookout for announcements of when we'll be back. Be safe, you guys. Be wonderful. Be well. Is this the first weekend? No, this is the second weekend of April 2020.
Yes, 2022. And you know, I guess, you know, too, with my show, we won't be back until the next Saturday with Candid Conversation.
That's
my
right.
podcasting sister's coming to Chicago. She's having some fun, and that's nothing wrong with that. So I want her to have fun while she's here.
Okay, very good. Yes, a lot of concerts happening. I'm actually going to the Auditorium Theater on Saturday night. Then I have a couple of, you know, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, and Stephanie Mills.
Right. Howard Hewitt,
and Howard Hewitt are here this weekend. And then this coming Sunday is Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday is coming Sunday. And next Sunday is Easter, believe it or not. I know. What are you doing for Easter? Are you doing anything?
Praise the Lord. That's what I'm doing each and every day.
Well, maybe I'll cook. Okay. Yeah, I'll cook and we'll have a little Easter dinner.
And you know, but now that I have a new refrigerator, if folks want sweet potato pie, they need to let me know.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yes. Also, Dion Cole is coming to Chicago. Chicago's very own Dion Cole.
As well as Will Downing will be here this weekend.
That's right. Absolutely. So it's a busy time. Things are opening back up. People are getting out, doing the right things. As we always say on this show, you guys, until this pandemic is over, we ask that you please wear your mask. On this show, we said we're going to be wearing our mask until Juvember of 2025. Now, I know a lot of y'all saying, when the hell is Juvember of 2025? It's a new month that we're trying to get put on the calendar. We're trying to talk to President Biden now. But please wear your mask until Juvember of 2025 to cut down on the transmission of COVID. All right?
Right.
All right. We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you all next week. On behalf of my co-host, Ms. K. Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge, and yours truly, Art Chat Daddy Sims. Thank you guys. Be safe. Be well. We love you guys so much, and we'll talk to you next week. All right. Bye. Bye. Have a good one. Be safe, people. Bye.
Show. It's the real Chat Daddy Show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat